Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another race with the Radical Racing League's Broke Sim Racers Cup. Tonight, the race will take place in the heart of North Carolina at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tonight is just me from the Pulse Racing stable, William Rucker, but hopefully next week I'll have some more teammates to join the race and run with me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll give you a little bit of info about tonight's race. Right now we're in a practice session that'll probably be ending any minute now, if I was to guess. Once the practice is over, we will switch over to a 5-minute qualifying session where each driver will have 2 minutes to complete their qualifying run. And then as soon as qualifying is over, we'll switch over to the race. And tonight's race is going to be 100 laps. So the racetrack tonight has been pretty slick. The car has been very loose, really easy to spin out in the turns. So I think as the night goes on, the track will change and that'll probably get better. But I think early on, you'll definitely see a lot of guys sliding around. And it should be for some exciting racing action. So while we're still under practice here, I think I'm going to head out and cut just a few more laps before we switch over to qualifying and try to get a better feel for the track before we switch over to qualifying. That'll be here in just a few minutes. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want to say thank you to all of our fans who tune in each and every week and support us. We really do appreciate you guys helping us out and watching us and giving us feedback and just all the support that you give us. We really do appreciate that. Also want to thank all of our sponsors and our race team for making this happen. Got to thank Pulse and Pulse Racing, and of course the Fat Nerds podcast. And we'll hear a little bit about the Fat Nerds a couple different times throughout the event tonight. So keep an eye out for more information on what the Fat Nerds is and how you can check out the Fat Nerds. And again, we just want to say thank you to you for tuning in, and we hope to put on a good show. So you can see there, it just kind of, in the turns, it just wants to kind of cut loose, and it doesn't really, grip the track really well in the turns. And I think as the night goes on and as the sun, the virtual sun, I suppose, goes down and the temperatures change, the feeling for the track will change a lot. The grip levels will change. And I think it'll be a completely different racetrack at the end of the race compared to what we're going to start off with. Almost kind of have to tiptoe it around the turns a little bit to keep it from just cutting down towards the apron and spinning out on you.
25.824. .615.
All right. Wasn't able to catch that one, so go ahead and reset here. Get rid of all of our disqualifications, our black flags, penalties, and get some fresh tires and head back out and try to cut some more laps.
24.942. $26.297.
So you can see turns 1 and 2 aren't too bad as far as grip, but in turns 3 and 4, the car really has a hard time of just kind of biting and digging in. And what that means is that the tires aren't getting as much grip in turns 3 and 4, and the nose kind of wants to turn down to the inside like that and get you real loose. It's almost like driving on water, kind of. It's not as, the grip level is not there in the turns. You see, there it goes again. So you almost have to be real light with the gas or feather the throttle a little bit in the turn just to make it through without losing the nose like that.
I'm finally here. Lee, what's up?
$26.404. Inside. 25.327. Clear low. Stay high. Stay high.
Oop.
Be ready, fellas.
So I'm showing there's about 5 minutes left in this session, the practice session before we switch over to qualifying, unless of course the race admins decide that they want to go ahead and skip forward to the next session.
Inside. You're clear. $25.621. $24.777. $24.589. $24.951. What happened?
Hopefully we get all this wrecking out of our system in this practice session here before we go to qualifier for the race.
Slow on the bottom. What happened, Earl? Could you see? Trying to watch the replay.
Should have just a couple minutes left in the session, then we'll head over to switch to qualifying.
.4, .81. .856.
Hey Lee, we just sent the Discord link up if you want to join. Alright, appreciate it.
Sounds like we got some new drivers in the field tonight. It's always good.
Goddamn Tim Skinner today is on his bullshit.
I do very much so apologize for the
I was
language.
wondering about that.
Do very much so apologize for that. Let's see if we can hang on to this long enough to cut a good qualifying run.
Fake news.
If we could get a top 5 start, I think that would be good.
Green flag. That's it, my man. 5 hard ones will get some new skin. .817.
far out of 3 people who qualified, we're good enough for second. So we'll see how that holds up as other people qualify. We've got just under a minute left in this qualifying session. So far, only 5 people have qualified, and ours was good enough for third so far. So we'll be starting just behind the front row. Hopefully, we can keep it there and move forward as the race goes on. All right, we've just switched over to the race session. So you see cars start to take the grid as we get ready to start
guys,
these
we're gonna
pace
be
laps
smart
and get
here.
the race going.
Get through the first little bit here. Gonna be on the inside. Closed.
Alright, boys, good luck. Remember, we're going on green. We're going on the green lights.
All right, time to get the show underway.
Don't check those belts, but check your steering wheel one more time.
All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. Pace car is about to pull off.
All right, boss man. Pace car's off. Be ready.
And here we go.
Green flag. Outside. Still out there. Clear. Good job. Outside. Still out there. Still out there. Clear high. Working outside, outside. Said you stay on him. Still out there. 32.03. Free.
Nope.
Clear outside. Outside.
Let's gather
Clear,
back
baby,
up.
get up on it.
Keep her going.
Clear. Working the outside. Outside clear.
We're all right.
Working the outside. Still there. 2 outside. 1 outside. Clear high.
So you can see the track's already changed quite a bit. The grip level's quite a bit different. We're able to stay in the gas a little bit longer, I feel like, in the turns without the nose getting as loose. Definitely through 3 and 4, it seems like. But we're just a couple laps in, so we're still testing the waters. Nope, there you go. So you can see we still got to let off a little bit. Just try to gather it back up and pick ourselves back up.
27.004. Leaders off pit road. .815. One at a time, bud. You're looking real good. Outside. Clear. 24.997. Run your line.
You see we're slowly starting to pick them back off. We just got to take our time here, get a good feel for the track, and race against the track, not try to race against other
I
people.
cleared Rylan and Chris's black flags because they slid into the pits.
24.897.
They were issued a black flag for speeding in the pits. I cleared that because it wasn't a competitive advantage.
.694. .539. .733. Outside.
Going well.
Clear high.
Thanks, Jamie.
.745. Oh, nice lap.
See the leader getting loose up there. Oh, just wrecked.
It is out. Hold your
Come on,
position.
man.
I know, man. I think we need to start putting like an age limit on racing or something, you know? Pit road will be closed this time. Alright, looks like you're going to be lining lining up behind the 22.
Okay.
Lee Indigo's button's not mapped. He said he's sorry. He tried to save it, but it just wasn't happening.
Nah, it's all good, man.
Going to be behind the 22. Lining
I
up
probably
behind
would
the
have done
same
the
car.
same thing.
All right, first caution has come out, and we were able to see it just off our windshield there. Leaders got loose. You can see the track was fighting them there, and just happened to get into each other.
Open.
I believe we're going to go ahead and take the opportunity to pit here. We've got about 10 green flag laps on our tires, so we know about what the track's, feels like. Go ahead and pit, get a fresh set of tires, and see what we can do.
Go man, go. Go man, go. Good job, pit crew. I don't know where your mic is, but we do have a little bit of trouble hearing you under green flag conditions, so if you could push that back a little bit, would be awesome.
Yeah. Looks like I'm done, man. Even after the repair, when I go to turn, my right front won't stay on the ground. So, I mean, thanks for the host. Thanks for inviting me. It was fun.
You have fast repairs, dude.
You're going to be coming
Yeah, even
around
after the
the
repair,
29.
it wouldn't do it.
I think we
It's
should be
funky
behind
right
the
now. Like
22.
the car wants to sway back and forth, and wheel hopping off the ground.
Hey, hold on a second, Lee. Don't go anywhere. Inigo said to crash the car on the what? On the left side, going into the pit, crash into the wall.
And then take your next fast repair.
Yeah, I'll pull back in. I'll try it, but yeah, I went in. It repaired part of it, but yeah, when I go to turn and go to correct my steering, the whole front end's like hopping off the ground back and forth.
Yeah, do it again. It didn't use your fast repair, did it?
Nah, it's still saying I have one remaining. So I just real quick.
Yeah, Indigo said just hit the wall going into the pits again, so you definitely get there, and it'll damage it a bit more, and the fast repair should work with a
Around
glitch
it,
or something
7.
in the system.
Nah, I used my fast repair, and when I hit the throttle, the right front just comes off the ground. I've had it do this before in other races.
Damn it, Tyler, why you gotta have a jacked up track whenever he just first joined with us, man? That's messed up.
Even worse when I just took the lead. But like I said, man, it was fun, guys. I get it. It happens. It's a glitch.
I got you, Lee. Hope you join us next week when we're at Texas. Glad you could join us tonight. Thanks for showing up.
Yep, for sure. Thanks again.
All right. So we've got 2 laps left under this caution here before we get the green flag and get this going again.
1 to go.
1 to go. We'll be going green next time by.
1 minute 21.12.
Be starting second on this restart. It looks like we're doing double file restarts. So that'll be interesting. We've been doing single file restarts for the past several races. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay, so now they've just switched the restarts to be single file.
Pace cars off, be ready. Green. You get out there, get that lead, we'll start coasting around them corners. You'll be looking good. Keep whipping it, man, keep whipping it. 1 minute 19.461. Inside. Still there at the bottom. 28.244. Still inside. You're clear. .475. Outside. Still there. Still out there. Clear if you need it. 25.106. Next car for position. Did you say the next car for position? Yeah, never mind. Good job. .722. Outside. Still out there. Clear. Outside. Still outside. 24.718. Still outside. Clear, clear. Outside. Still outside. Clear, clear. .818. .588. Outside. Clear, clear. Outside. Still outside. Still outside. Clear high. 25.035. 24.718. Twenty-four point six three four.
Oh.
Earl, weed him through there. Joe, outside. Gotta get through this traffic, Earl. 10 forward. Looks clear, clear, clear.
I think we have too much damage. We'll try to hang on in the lap and see if we can make it till the caution comes out, but I don't think we're going to have to pit. I think we should have pit just then.
78.
Yeah. We're going to have to bring it in and pit and get this fixed.
Gotta make quick work of these guys, Earl. I already got them, man. I already told them. They're hollering at them.
It's definitely a handful right now. So we'll bring it in, hopefully get her fixed up and get back out there and get an opportunity to make this lap up. I'm sure I'm going to go at least one lap down, maybe two.
Go, 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 go. He knows you're coming. Earl, guide him through there, brother. He knows you're coming. Door outside.
So we're at least 2 laps down. Really should have pit right after that wreck happened to keep from losing so much time, but I'm sure we might get a chance to make it back up out here on the track. Coming to lap 31 out of 100, so we're about almost a third of the way through the race, so we've still got a lot of racing ahead of us here.
25.25.
I think the leader's going to give us our lap here.
Still outside. Clear. Outside.
Maybe.
Still there. Still out there. Door quarter clear.
Looks like he is.
25.591. .78. Working the outside.
Well, he said he's gonna let you by.
Clear outside if you want it.
Thank you.
Get him out of the way, Earl.
So,
I'm on it.
all these cars around us right now are not for position. They're all on a different lap than I am. Some of them are a lap or more below me. Some of them are leaders' cars that are a lap
Outside.
above me.
Clear high, clear high.
So right now we're just kind of running our own race.
24.971. Go, Caution's out.
Caution has come
How's
out.
the radio been today? Could you hear me fine? The road is closed this time.
We are the lucky dog candidates, so hopefully we'll be able to get at least one lap back, maybe back on the lead lap. I'm not sure.
Behind the 69. How about you be behind the 69? Come around the 29. Come around the 33. Come around the 48.
And we did just get the lucky dog, and
All right,
that
you're gonna have to come around the pace car.
should put
Line
us
up
on the
behind
lead
the
lap, it
7.
looks like.
Behind the 22. Pit road will be open to the caution car. I think that means us.
All right, so while we're under this caution, why don't we take a quick break to hear about our sponsor, the Fat Nerds Podcast.
Track sure has a lot of curves. You know what else has curves? Fat Nerds Podcast. Tune in now. We have all the nerd news you need, plus a couple laughs along the way, and we throw those in for free. I mean, the whole podcast is free, really. We're on everything. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. We're on, well, I don't really know what else we're on. We're on the moon. Are we on the moon? What was that? Okay, we're not on the moon, but we could be. Tune in now. Fat Nerds, P-H-A-T, Nerds with a Z.
And we're back. That was for the Fat Nerds Podcast. So be sure that you give them a listen. They talk about all things nerd related, whether it be movies, video games, TV shows, superheroes, comics. I mean, you name it, they talk about it. So go give them a listen and let them know that we sent you there.
All right, we need to be behind the 29. All right, you're gonna have to come around the 29. Tail end of the field. Behind the 69.
Okay, so we're going to start a little bit farther back. We're on the lead lap, but we're just going to start a little bit farther back because we were the lucky dog. So that'll give us a chance to just kind of slow down and not have as much pressure on us at the start. We'll be able to just go at our own pace and catch these guys when we get to them.
Well, I'm 5 laps down. I'm going to let you by up top on restart.
I do appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, same with me, man. I'm still a few laps down. They let me back in the race after I towed it and sat there for a few. Yeah, I'll give you the same thing. Just go by on the high side.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're going to be lining up behind the 69.
All right, so they're going to help us out a little bit. That's good. That's good.
1 to go. 1 minute 22.828. Line up behind the 69.
Or even if you wanted to give me an EOL, Tyler, I'd take that just so I can stay out of the way.
Ooh. All right, looks like we'll be coming to the green this time. Bye.
Coming to the green here, bud. All right, bud, pace car's off. Be ready. Called it off. I don't think we're going. Looking for
Kind of looks like
three
we're
up
going to
here.
delay the start.
Line up behind the 48. Coming to 1 to go, boss man.
See the pace car making some
1
extreme
minute
maneuvers to get back out here on track.
21.045. You're going to have to come around the 69. You're going to be coming around the 29.
All right. As you can see,
You'll be lining
the
up
sun's
behind
going
the
down.
28.
It's getting darker all around the track. The grip levels are changing, so I'm gonna take a couple laps here and get a feel for what the track is gonna, how my car is gonna respond to the track, and see if we can work our way back up through the field. We're just shy of being halfway through the race, so still plenty of time to make our way up there. No need to rush just yet.
I've got no tyres here, Ryden,
Coming to
so
the green here, bud.
you're
Get
going
those
to
tires
find it easy
cleaned
to
off,
get
drag
past
those
me.
brakes. All right, man, let's do it. Pace car's off. Be ready. Green, 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 green. One minute 16.371. Outside. Lap cars in front of you. Clear outside. Outside, outside. Clear, clear, clear.
So far, the car feels much more glued to the track, but
27.7.
I'm sure that's going to change as this run goes on.
Get a rhythm going. Those lappers out of the way, Earl. 10-4. That's it, baby. Get up there and get dirty. Looking good. Outside. Clear. Good job. .444. Yeah, nice.
Definitely felt the car starting to slip in that turn a little bit there. This car in front of us is not for position, so I wasn't going to try to race them real hard, but they got a little loose there coming out of that turn.
24.584.
There goes ours. Just got to gather it back up and keep her going. There we go. It's all right. Pushing it a little too hard, a little too early.
25.763. Inside. Clear. Inside. Knows you're coming. Still inside. Keep faster, man. I keep telling them. I'm working up here. Inside's clear. .723. .738. Sit, baby, get up on him. Halfway next time. 24.834. .738. .174.
Ooh, got a little bit squirrely coming out of the turn there.
25.0.
My car is wanting to go. I have to pull the reins on it here. Might want to make too many aggressive moves right now. Got a little bit more wear on our tires from where we spun off the turn a couple times, so I don't want to push anything right now. I just kind of want to ride and take it when I get it, you know. Not try to push anything right now.
25.045. .209. .138. .25.285. Outside. Still outside. 25.217. Clear by half. Inside. Still inside. 25.191. Still inside. All right, baby, air it out. Looking good. Still there. Clear low. Stay with him, baby. .18.
Fitting in this lap.
Get these lappers out of the way, Earl. Roger. 25.271. .405. .321. .669. .735. .537. .517. 25.542. .5.514. .25.947. 26.487. .824. .066. .229. .26.939.
Lance, take it low when you get to me.
Inside. Clear, clear, clear.
Going on a longer green flag run here, which is good. Brings a lot of different strategy into play.
27.6.
Hoping we'll be able to hang on for a top 3 finish here.
26.847. Good job. 20 laps to go.
While we're under this long green flag run, let's take a second to listen again about our sponsor, the Fat Nerds Podcast.
Track sure has a lot of curves. You know what else has curves? Fat Nerds Podcast. Tune in now. We have all the nerd news you need, plus a couple laughs along the way, and we throw those in for free. I mean, the whole podcast is free, really. We're on everything. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. We're on, well, I don't really know what else we're on. We're on the moon. Are we on the moon? What was that? Okay, we're not on the moon, but we could be. Tune in now. Fat Nerds, P-H-A-T, Nerds with a Z.
Again, that was the Fat Nerds. Be sure you go give them a listen and check them out. See what they have to offer. They've got a bunch of good content. So just go give them a listen and let them know that we sent you their way. We're coming up on 17 laps to go.
26.913.
You can see we're just kind of running our own race right now. Trying to make something happen here. caution is out. So that
Get your
shakes up
steps there, bud. Close.
everything.
All right, you're
Shakes
gonna
up
have a couple rounds
all
with
the
these cars.
strategy
You'll be
here.
lining up behind the 33.
Checking up, back straight.
So because we've got that
Looks like
caution,
you
we're
should
gonna
be
have
lining up
a
behind the 22.
we have a good little probably 10 lap shootout here to see
You'll be
who's
lining
gonna
up
take the
behind
checkered flag.
33.
Going into 3.
All right, we need to be behind the 33. Pit road is open. Get behind the 33. Go, Mango! Go, 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 go! Hard, 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 hard!
All right.
Behind the 33. Alright, you're gonna have a couple rounds at 48. Get behind the 33.
We've had a pretty good, clean race tonight. Coming to the line, we will have completed 89 out of 100 laps. So we'll just have a short little shootout to see who's going to take the win. Should be an exciting race to the finish here. See if we can make something happen to go grab a second place or even a win. We're on 2 to go, so we're going to have about a 9-lap shootout. We'll see what we can make of it. We are on 1 to go, so next time by we will take the green flag.
1 minute 20.856. Gonna be 10 laps to go this time.
Once again, I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. We really do appreciate all of your support, all of your comments, all your feedback, all your likes on our Facebook posts, everything. We really do appreciate all the support you guys give us. And also want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Again, that's the Fat Nerds Podcast.
Jamie has gotten a wave around. We don't know what's going on with iRacing.
That is,
iRacing glitched up and didn't give him his lap back, so I went ahead and used the wave around manually. That's what that was. He is still 2 laps behind.
again, shout out to our sponsors, the Fat Nerds Podcast. Pulse, be sure to go check out the Pulse Facebook page, not the Pulse Racing Team Facebook page, but the Pulse Facebook page. We've got them tagged in our posts. Go check them out, give them a listen. They make electronic music, and they're one of our biggest sponsors. So go check them out and get ready, because here we go for our little shootout. Should be exciting.
Green flag. 1 minute 18.894. Clear. .523. Doing a great job. Keep whipping it, buddy. Keep whipping it. .085. 25.002. .24.91. 5 laps to go this time. .771. .24.784. .24.624. 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Inside. Still inside. Clear on the bottom. And I believe he'd be coming to the white flag. 24.649.
Oh, too good. Tried too hard there. Man. Pushed it just too hard there. try to make something happen, but didn't work out. That's all right. That's all right. We'll take a second place finish. Disappointing, but
Checker, boss.
I guess that's a good night when a second place finish is disappointing.
Good work, everybody.
Good
work.
win, Inigo.
Indigo doesn't have voice chat, but he said thank you in the Discord. Good race, Will.
Thanks.
Yeah, when I'm Will.
Thanks, man. Good race, everybody.
There wasn't any issues with them at all.
Next week we'll be at Texas. This is, like I said in the Discord, and I know Will don't have it, but this was my fault. I should have done the newer Charlotte. That's my fault. I put it on the schedule as Legacy, so I stuck by that because I thought people were practicing for it. But my bad on that. Won't again. But thanks everybody for coming out. Next week we'll be at this. Looking forward to racing then.
Well, there's another one in the books. We didn't quite get the win. Weren't able to make that move on the last lap there and have it stick. Unfortunately, we just got a little bit loose coming out of turn 2. But that's all right. Learn from it, move on. Next week, we'll just look to improve upon it.
Go Mango, go Mango.
2 second place finishes in a
Good
row.
pit stop, guys. Good pit stop, boys.
Not a lot to complain about, but sure is disappointing whenever I felt like we had a winning car. But that's all right. Next week, we'll move on to Texas. And the last time we were there, we had a 1-2-3 finish for all 3 Pulse Racing guys, and an exciting finish. We were all battling for the win there. So next week should be a good show. Looking forward to that. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. Hope that we put on a good show tonight, and can't wait for next week at Texas. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you next week.